Greetings, citizens of Equestria. You are currently talking to Adamant. We have been authorized to relay unclassified answers to unclassified questions. There should be an image or multiple images here in due time, as soon as Westwood commandeers some means of providing them. He assures me that he will get proper clearance this time, as to not repeat the Black Pages incident. GitLab had to double its typical ink budget to handle the redactions. Robots or dinosaurs? We can neither confirm nor deny the existence of robots, dinosaurs, aliens, or Stable 51. That's right, you're classified, Mr. Tumbler.
Asking about alien dinosaur robots is right out. Don't even think about claiming you've seen Grimlock.
What is your earliest human memory? During our surveillance, we've intercepted this question being asked a few times. The FOIA, Fools Oughtn't Ignore Act, allows us to publish the following declassified document about the mythical human. Translated from Ancient Script. Item WCP 1984. Description. Non-pony mammals of heights ranging from average pony to full alicorn. They appear tailless, mostly furless, with hair in a roughly mane-like location. They walk upright on hind legs and rarely are quadrupedal. While rumors of WCP 1984 persist to modern times, all tales of such beings have origins outside of modern Equestria and predate Celestia's rule. There have been no sightings of such beings in modern times, and if they ever existed, they are surely... The included image is from the era, depicting and from various Dream Castle scrolls found off the coast of These origin tales focused on ponies gaining stronger magics, often from outside sources, including recent research on the image and the area have concluded that Why are bananas illegal in the palace? There are over 250 known fruit-based assassination methods, 37 with bananas alone.
How often undercover guards themselves use these techniques as classified?
Before you get any ideas, know that all guards are trained in the Cleese-Klopman defenses against armed fruit attackers.
And do yourself a favor, citizen. Never mention bananas around the princess or ask to see her banana bag.
Grimlock is best pony. We can neither confirm nor deny any Grimlock. Any further knowledge is classified.
He may or may not be a pony, but I have to admit, he does kick butt in a classified manner. Grimlock can be the best pony if he wants to.
I'm afraid you'll have to come with us, sir. Is it true about Luna imbuing her essence into all of her guardsmen? Not exactly. The rumor dates back to before even Nightmare Moon. Most guard promotions are purely ceremonial, except for the night guards.
Back then, Her Royal Highness Luna herself would cast a magic that added style, form, and function.
As you can guess, this meant not just the uniform appearance, like other guards, but also the bat wings. The wings offer several unique advantages to discuss at another time.
We were less visible while she was gone, but with HRH Luna's return, the classic Watcher design and traditions have returned.
Where can I find a Grimlock? I want one for my show. How are they around crowds? This is your fault, you realize. You mentioned WCP 2005.
I was joking. Besides, he's mostly declassified. I didn't think anyone would. Okay, yeah, I see the mistake there.
Miss Lulumun, as much as I would really love to help.
Fan cult.
Hush. WCP 2005, or Grimlock as it calls itself, is a fearsome non-pony entity that has gone on record as claiming it kicks unicorn butt.
We figure it's trying to say unicorn. As such, Grimlock would not be safe with crowds, despite being best pony. What?
Oh, Unicron butt instead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I read what I bought for it.
Excuse me, but I have an order for mud mask. Never mind. I'll double check it. So sorry to disturb you.
Oh, actually, that isn't for her Royal Highness Luna, although she does have a purchase of shampoo pending. The mud mask is mine.
Dear sweet Celestia, you have no mane.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't order the shampoo.
Why in Equestria are you maneless? For what reason would such a thing happen?
Well, it's a long story involving clippers and...
Containment breach. We have a Class 2 unidentified flying blob on the loose. UFB is assumed safe, but adorable.
I'll go check with Stable 51. Discord on a pogo stick. That was close.
Greetings, citizens. We wanted to provide an update, as answering the next question about serving Royal Highness Luna is taking longer than expected.
So we thought the best way to help with the backlog of the questions is to provide even more things to ask about.
What's it like being in Princess Luna's service?
We cannot say for all members of the Night Guard, but for us, some elements of being the Night Guard did not change with the RPLOE's return. Some ponies may be content to stand still, guarding tea parties for hours, but even before her return, we maintained several archives in Canterlot, both public and classified. In the last year or so, there have been some changes. Our public archive intern was relocated to Ponyville at the RCPOE's request.
There it is. I miss our intern, but she now serves Her Royal Highness Celestia as part of a task force.
And of course, we were transferred to the RPLOE directly to provide any and all materials from the archives. Almost directly, Captain Niconis sponsored Sir Fuldark to be a supervisor, but he doesn't have full archival clearances. He can't even see our service record. It makes trotting by him with WCP documents very awkward. So, while we do see some action in the field and have guarded the RPLOE a few times, most of the direction involves delivering documents and answering your questions.
How large did they claim the stars and moon used to be? Pray tell, how many ancient Huygen artifacts have we collected? Has there been no more information on that dreadful village? Should we take offense that we have been cataloged as well? Does you think it's safe were we to hear this singing goo? Why does this one have best pony written on it?
Lots and lots of questions.
Westwood, what are you doing?
Well, if you put up the posters so I can. By the way, is that Trixie Lilymoon?
If you can't tell them apart, then I'm not going to tell you.
Fan cult.
Merry Christmas and best wishes in the year that is yet to come.
What's this word here? It's not an equestrian.
Oh, this is Prediscordian holiday. It's like Heartswarming Eve, but with more gifts and surprises.
Is 108 followers a gift or a surprise?
It's both.
I want to draw both of you like one of those French girls. How exactly do you want to draw us?
You probably want to draw looks blank instead. He at least speaks French.
Is there any reason for the recent spate of declassified documents? The declassification orders came from the RPCOE, or more likely the RPLOE directly. We can suggest files to release, but they have final say.
More specifically.
You skipped.
I did. Okay. As to why they're more common now, that's due to Her Royal Highness Luna having a fresh look at the archives since her return.
More specifically, while the RPLOE was reviewing the latest documents...
A question, Your Royal Highness. Given that some of these archives describe things that are either harmless, escaped, or as known as rumor and mayor's tales, shouldn't we let them know some of what's out there so they're better prepared and capable?
Womp. That's... We only get through 2 pages.
Alright.
So, being that your coats are dark colored, I bet you're pretty big compared to your daytime counterparts, huh?
All the guards are average size, more or less, although I suppose the wings and armor do give a more impressive appearance. I'm afraid I'm not sure why you think we would station guards based on height instead of by skills and training. Citizen, I highly advise you to stop that line of questioning on guards. Ew.
It's classified.
Greetings, gentle ponies. I was wondering if Discord statue is now being housed at your facility. If so, do you ever get a chance to converse with him, or is he the silver-tongued Hannibal Lecter of Equestria? Your fan, Pixel Kitties.
The Pixel Kitties, as in the one who made this poster? If so, we are both big fans of yours.
If not, we're still fan cults. Also, you should make a Tumblr account. Then people can ask you embarrassing personal questions. Don't worry, we'll actually answer the question next.
The WCP-081 Discord statue has indeed been moved to a secure, undisclosed site. And before Westwood complains again, garden storage was breachless for longer than even lunar relocation.
I'll still say it's only dumb luck that there hasn't been more garden breaches. I'll be relieved when all WCP statues are relocated.
Anyways, we did not talk with WCP-081-1 Discord before, during, or after the breach. That's just when we say that making contact with him is a bad idea. We do have unicorns monitoring WCP-081, but the readings have been off as of late. Hey, is that the next?
WCP-1959 is scheduled to be moved soon. The image, by the way, is the statue's first placement on the garden pedestal. The backstory of this one looks to be rather odd. Rather, what's interesting is that they've attached blue forms on this document.
I recognize those. They are criminal court legal documents. WCP or not, an equestrian citizen must abide by the laws of the country.
Having recently done some studies into metallurgy, in particular rare and magical types of metals, I have to say the armor you Nykites wear has the same color and sheen as purified smelted demonite, a light, sturdy, strong, highly magically active metal found in areas of corruption. Is this the case?
The blue you're seeing is mostly cobalt mixed in with other common metals. There are traces of demonite, but where and how is classified.
I'm not sure how you know about it, but WCP-301 does document a portal from which the metal is obtained. Ah,
I think that's me.
okay.
I've been there. There are glowing glyphs carved in the wall in several languages, and even a few ancient ones warning about the dangers beyond the portal. The land on the other side is beyond hope. Thankfully, there's some bright blue grass keeping the corruption from entering Equestria. Going in and fighting the monsters beyond is rather a rite of passage, and it is brutal. WCDP documents 302, 304, 305, 306, and 307, and 308 describe hideous beasts, eyed worms, pulsating horrors, and other monsters beyond description. They're classified your own mental health, but even I am afraid to read WCP's estimates 308 and 309. The old rating system ranks them Euclid something class. It's cut off because of the way the Tumblr does stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. Euclid Keter. WCP-310 documents the ore found there. It does enhance magical powers, but much is unknown or dangerous to know. Before you think about it, citizen, unlicensed possession of WCP-310 is a serious crime.
There's only been one artifact forged from pure demonite ages ago. It was offered to Her Royal Highness Luna. I can't establish proof, but WCP-314 is the document on Nightmare Moon.
Oh, I've been wanting to send Her Royal Highness some special Stargazer lily muffins I made. If I sent them and an extra batch for you to taste test, could you give them to her for me? Oh, I just realized I should pass the word on to you two as well. My mother is on one of her kidnapping sprees again. Please keep an eye out and don't accept any pastries or sweets sent to you with my name on it. I don't bake for exactly this reason. It's her favorite tactic.
Westwood, did Miss Grit ever describe her mother or reveal her name?
To quote the words of a great philosopher, nope.
Could you promise me that, were I to fall unconscious, you will not draw on my face again?
Sure. Wait, what?
What is your opinion about two Night Guards known as Wrath and Vengeance? They have a Tumblr named Ask Whirly and the Night Guards. If I could post a link, I could. Do you guys know Vengeance and Wrath? They seem to enjoy hanging with Whirly.
We never have met Wrath, Vengeance, nor Whirly personally, but we do know of them and their exceptional records.
And because of them, we know many exceptional records.
As we mentioned before, Westwood and I see little action or combat. Ours is to maintain the archives, to organize, and to translate.
Many of the more recent WCP entries are due to Wrath and Vengeance doing the dirty work, sticking their flanks out and taking care of the nasties.
It is only after their hard work that the examination, cataloging, and containment, and, if necessary, extermination can proceed. And for that, we are very thankful.
So, does your organization have a motto? You know, something like secure, contain, protect?
Our motto is Pro Luna nos aspecto, Pro Celestia nos vigilo.
Oh, I get it. We've only mentioned and released WCP documents, but we do maintain other archives. Both imported and found. One of the archives does bear that saying.
Is there anything you suspect the RPLOE is keeping classified for personal reasons?
WCP-314 makes the RPLOE uncomfortable for obvious reasons, but on the whole, she has been very open to declassifications.
Declassify all the things.
All the things?
Yar, can you say that's classified the same way Mikuru Asahina does?
Apparently not. On account that I don't know who that is she an Earth Pony, Pegasus, or Unicorn?
In light of the legality of bananas on the castle premises, are you cleared to confirm or deny increased training on pointed stick countermeasures?
We have mentioned the Klees Klopman training before. Not only does it handle fruits and some classes of vegetables, but yes, it also handles pointed sticks.
We call them spears and arrows, but don't take our word for it. Go show Captain Aquilius your pointed stick and see the training in action.
Do you guys face much prejudice while Luna was banished to the moon? Not really. WCP-314 was over a millennium ago. Before the RPLOE's return, the organization was hardly even known to the public.
Besides, the Night Guard has always been loyal to Her Royal Highness Luna and Her Royal Highness Celestia, never to Nightmare Moon.
Speaking of mental health, how do you guards deal with the long-term stresses of working in a position where so much is classified? The Night Guard does not accept new recruits because it takes a certain level of mental and emotional strength, but the classification is not the source of stress.
The source of stress comes from knowing so much that is otherwise hidden for sanity's sake. It helps not to think about events or implications.
Like, where are you two from?
I'm proud to state that I came from the city of Hoofington, born and raised.
Nobody around here knows of the tiny town of Arkhoof. I stayed there until graduating from my alma mater.
Yes, you offer a lot of classified documents found safe for public release. But answer me this. What are your favorite colors?
I would have to say the green that evergreen trees have. It reminds me of my ranger days.
You know that deep, dark, near black but slightly blue, the night sky gets on a cold day? Grandma would take me to sit with Ellie, and we would go out in the balcony and watch the sky. It would get that sort of blue right before the auroras would show.
You take good care of Great Princess of Night?
Of course, when Luna returned, we reaffirmed our vows to the RPCOE and RPLOE.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. I promised to Princess Luna, I promised to myself, and I promised to Ellie. I'll be in my room.
Ellie? Ellie?
Do you smell that? It smells like character development. After it, who's Ellie? It was Ellie.
I actually don't know who Ellie is. Neither Westwood nor his grandmother have mentioned to her much about their past. You seem to always be together. Is there some kind of chemistry going on between you two? For safety reasons, guards are paired. We deal with many things where going alone is a bad idea, and it is always a good idea to have someone watch your back. He is a co-worker, albeit one I've served with for years.
You seem awfully familiar to me. I seem to recall a short while before I left the guard, an incident at the training academy involving a couple of trainees, a herd of goats, and the academy's records department. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
That was long before I was stationed with Westwood, so that incident was not with him. That is to say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, adamant you used to be a ranger?
That is correct. I started as a ranger in Hoofington, but also served abroad and even in the ranks for the RPCOE. I also did reconnaissance scouting, and I took up photography. Westwood found these parts in the archives. Once I restore these parts to working order, I'm hoping to take some time off and revisit the countryside. I should be able to get much more detailed aerial shots with this camera. We've already found old ruins and safely discovered WCPs at a distance with Pegasi photography, and there are similar archaeological reasons for exploring this area. Many areas hold secrets from ancient times, and maybe here we can find out if WCP-600 was the real reason WCP-1984 went extinct.
Since you deal with information, does that mean you know all the intimate details of Equestria's citizens?
What? Oh, no, the aerial photography is for mapping out lands and possibly sighting WCPs. As a policy, we do not spy on equestrian citizens. Frankly, we have enough to keep our eyes on. Is the bearer of the element of laughter, Pinkamena Diane Pie, aka Pinkie Pie, considered a WCP? I've seen her do some stuff that I'm pretty sure is impossible. WCP documents discuss things that must be held or destroyed for the sake of Equestria. Being strange is insufficient. WCP examples include locations that are dangerous to enter, creatures that are malevolent or otherwise unable to integrate into society, or documents and artifacts that reveal disturbing truths. UH Task Force member Miss Pye is an upstanding citizen of Equestria, and while she may do odd things, her actions do not endanger society.
A white pony with a blonde mane and 3 purple balloons is a cutie mark named Surprise is popping up everywhere. What's the deal with that?
Like Miss Pye, Miss Surprise is not considered a threat. She is also a citizen of Equestria and does not need any paper. I knew I was forgetting to do something.
Can you tell us about Dr. Hooves?
Is Dr. Hooves classified? I need to send out some reminders. Visitors like the various Dr. Hooves are not exactly classified, but there is paperwork. This land of Equestria welcomes travelers, but they still have to follow our local laws and customs. Staple 51 may only be for the unruly, but making a large scene is frowned upon. What information does the WCP contain on the pony or pony-like entity that calls it himself the Doctor? Not WCP, but the Equestrian Department of Dimensional Affairs keeps track, and as they're in the government archives, we've been tasked with keeping things up to date. I hate paperwork. You want to do the asks so I don't have to keep doing it? I thought you'd
sure.
come back. I thought you'd come back pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that you have a copy of the New York Times with an article about moon landings. Did those events or your organization at all? Potentially a horrible nation on Luna's home turf?
I wish Westwood were here to translate. He's much better with dead languages. My English is mediocre at best. The paper is pre-Discordian, and it comes from an archaeological site. The worry isn't about WCP 1984 on the moon. They're long extinct. My worry is that Equestria will stagnate like they did.
Is it true you're working on the way to travel to the moon without magic?
Dear sweet Celestia, I would love to go. And yes, I have been researching and collecting intelligence on WCP 1984's attempt. The RPLOE refuses to mention any of her lunar experience, nor what artifacts remain there. The Canterlot telescopes can only see so much. I joined to explore. Westwood and I scout for rogue WCP entities. We're even due to make rounds again soon. I enjoy it. I always look forward to seeing new lands. It's a mystery. This species explores, even journeying to the moon without magic or wings, then for no discernible reason suddenly stops. I suppose I want to travel to the moon for answers. Why did they stop? Why did they go? Is there even a real eagle there? Will we follow in their footsteps and stop as well? Will we surpass them and find new places? Is it even possible? Will we not even go as far as they did?
Any comments on WCP-1543's explicit references to helocentrism?
I could really use Westwood's assistant here. He's one of the few ponies who can read obscure languages like Latin. These are some pages in the archive for WCP-1543. They are pre-Discordian and make a case that instead of unicorns or the RPCOE raising the sun, our fair planet travels about on its own volition, having the sun as the center solved several issues. Number 1. Planets appearing to travel backwards. This is because they orbit the sun too. Some stars moving slightly over the ear. This is because they are closer than the others. Smaller objects seen around planets. The planets have their own moons in orbit. Except they don't. After Westwood translated, I went and verified. I checked with ancient star charts, but in this day and age, the planets do not appear to travel backwards. The stars move by the RPLE's hoof alone, and while there are moons about the planet, their orbits don't match the ancient documents. Furthermore, other pre-Discordian observations fail to match observations. The Astronomical Astronomer's Almanac, of all things astronomy, was written approximately 800 years ago, during the era of harmony, and reflect the skies under RPCOE and RPLOE's hooves. Only now can we realize the full implication of WCP 1543. I believe that the universe itself was changed since those times. It's the other reason I want to visit the moon. Is the night sky the same as that in the ancient picture? If not, what remains of the worlds WCP 1984 saw, but left untouched? Are they still present, waiting for us to reach?
What is a nuclear bomb?
WCP numbers are assigned in order of entry. It is probably safe to mention that enough ruins and collections have been found that it is pointless to enumerate the entries. The technical explanation is equally useless. Most of the documents give part names in obscure English or Latin words with no equestrian translation. I could summarize that it's something that explodes and explodes again, but that doesn't matter as much as what it means. It is a hideous invention, dangerous despite lacking magic. As far as I could determine, it was invented at the same time as the lunar travels. There's probably some elusive significance to this fact. Finally, I should mention that there exist theories claiming these inventions, not WCP 600, are what terminated WCP 1984's run. It's time to find Westwood and report to the RPLOE.
Alright. Read this next one. What would the protocol be for, and this is completely hypothetical, a bomb was mistakenly left on the royal grounds?
Ever have one of those days
Suddenly, explosions!
where nothing goes right?
Outpost, Foxtrot, Uniform Charlie, Zeus, sighting in area. Attempted outbreak in NYZGZ, sending DX1120 decode detachment alpha data. Sending Marine detachment Charlie Foxtrot, shipment of A113A en route, ETA 12 minutes. Got this message while using this old thing I found. Thought you guys should know. Any ideas what it means?
My organized chaos!
Deal with it later. I can't believe that you thought this message was about a mud mass delivery.
In the time it took for you to get here, Captain Aquinas has apprehended all the suspects. I'm concerned about you upholding your... Oh, that's him. Let's see, what should I do with his... I guess I'll go full Morgan Freeman with him. In the time it took for you to get here, Captain Aquinas has apprehended all the suspects. I'm concerned about you upholding your duties to Princess Luna.
We're archivists. We protect information. We protect sanity itself.
Princess Luna has explained that to me, but she has also placed you as her guards under my command. Do I make myself clear? We're going splinter cell to gain the information needed. Meet up the rest of the group outside of the general area so we can start the mission. Those guards won't know what hit them. By the time we're done, I pray that the mailman gives this to the right person, or else we'll be seeing jail time very shortly. The Collector.
Ooh, another head massage.
Why you no show up for Mardi Gras?
My apologies. RUFB Stampede is obviously less important than your cider overindulgence.
We spent hours assaulted, partially undressed, on our backs, with a cute mare. If it isn't Mardi Gras, I don't know what it is. You two better get a decontamination unit.
UFVs are a class 2, not dangerous, only annoying.
It seems you two forgot to apply your blob repellent thoroughly. Are you two sure you attended that mandatory counter UFB training seminar last Wednesday? Class 2 seminar. Grab a net. I've seen a class 30-plus creature, tier reality, and Dry Pony's insane. No seminar for that.
Wait, what? There's never been a class 30 creature in Equestria. Not even Discord.
Hopefully there never will be.
Looks like you need a little help. Are these what you're looking for? How'd you capture all the escaped UFBs so quickly? I used the stare. And their eyes spell out 500. Also, the stare. And the stare caused the red lighting as well. No, that wasn't the stare. That's just something I can do with my eyebrows. Okay. Last one.
Okay. I'll do this one. Dude, there's a statue missing. Like, you were supposed to be the one of the left, or is the right one for your perspective? Did it blow up? Please tell us that it just blew up into pieces. On a side note, what is that in the hedge? Should I read the rest of them?
Oh, we can alternate.
May I inform you that I came by some apples. Statue is missing from the same one as Discord?
How's the cleaning up after the trouble swarm coming along?
Good luck with all the paperwork you now have to fill out. It was nice knowing you once the princess finds out what you let walk off on your watch.
It seems as though Princess Celestia has recently obtained an R63 ray. What are your thoughts on the situation?
I heard Princess Celestia got a R63 ray. Thoughts?
Yes, we are well aware that WCP 1959, the statue, is missing. We previously discussed her earlier, and that she is scheduled to be moved.
It might be that she was already moved. No need for swearing. No need for panic.
As for the UFBs, Mr. Flutter guided greatly, and the breach occurred at Stable 51, which isn't even in Canterlot. Reiterating, we are not culpable.
Again, no need to panic.
Royalty may do what they please. I do not know what an R63 ray is, but it sounds like it is in good hooves.
I don't know either, but we're headed to the library, not the castle. Captain Aquilinus and Sir Fulldark can handle it and be proper stallions with no need to panic.
I must admit, however, there is a nagging feeling.
We have it covered. There is no need for panic.
Not only did someone ransack the office, they stole the documents on WCP 1959. We must assume the worst. Send out an all-points bulletin. We have a missing Class 4 or Class 6 artifact, and if the statue is reanimated, the artifact's Class 9 user, a mare named Starscroll, she is to be assumed armed and highly dangerous.
Okay, now there's a need to panic.